Okay, welcome back. I have a quick PSA. So, one thing I want to do is just have like a song of the day that I'll have at the beginning of the video and just like put y'all on to whatever I'm listening at the moment. And yeah, that's basically it. So, for today's song of the day, we have Up by Anya Trix Point Never, or however you pronounce it. So, with that, I can just get on with it. But for this video, I have this little world building project I'm doing called Extronaut, and I've basically just been writing, and I've drawn a couple designs. I have a little speed paint that I'll show in just a second, and if I can find the other one, I'll put it in too. But I'm just gonna read what I have, and that should be it. Okay.
Monkey Bar. The flat red desert stretched as far as the eye could see. Metal bars stretched across the horizon, a chrome color, reflecting the red of the sand, all pointing in the same direction, north. Hovering 4 feet away from each other, in rows upon rows and columns stacked up for several miles. The bars were a couple inches thick. These larger bars were all connected by smaller ones, between them every 100 feet or so, only a couple centimeters wide, all anchored to the ground with several thicker stumps attached to the lower layers. The Extronaut could barely traverse the chrome jungle gym even with a jump kit and exoskeleton. He lost connection with Control Hull after he got lower than the first bar. They were blocking out the signal. His pocket navigator was still functioning, so Control Hull could probably see him on their radar. He finally touched the ground nearly 3 Earth days after he parked his shuttle on top of the giant structure. 3 days of non-stop climbing led him to the planet's surface. Now that he was on the ground, the real work began. The Extronaut removed his jump kit and strapped it onto one of the rods, then pulled a bag of supplies from his cargo pocket. A nutritional IV pouch, a large multi-tool, several containers, a general scanner, and a small folding pistol. If he needed anything else, he would have to take the journey back up to the shuttle, and maybe even go to Control Hull. He took his general scanner and pointed it at the closest bar to him. He pulled the trigger on the scanner and its screen lit up. It was made out of chromium, or at least the outer layer was. The surface temperature of the bar was almost 90 degrees Celsius. The Extronaut suit had climate regulation, so he didn't even realize how hot it was. He scanned the sand next. Millions of microorganisms covered the desert, leaching iron out of the rich sand. They were plated with a thin layer of iron oxide, which they constantly shed and reclaimed from the sand. Okay, that was all I could fit into this video, but I'll continue on the next one. I'm probably going to do it about Control Hull, which you heard about during the video.